Alright, we are back at it again with another video as fucking get it. So, we're gonna start off the same thing, right? I'm gonna look at a couple of majors and afterwards a couple of alts, and we're gonna look at a couple of shitters as well. So let's get it. I'm gonna start off with BTC on the quarterly, let's move on to the yearly. I just wanted to make a chart. I wanna see from the beginning where we are right now in the macro point of view, right? I normally like to mark out like this high over here. I mark it out 20-second high. Same thing over here. So 2023 high, 2022 highs. Let's move on to the quarterly. Alright, so you can basically see we're trading above it already, right? Let's look to the monthly and to the weekly. Alright, so now you can probably see there's a range building up, right? We can build a range from here towards here. Why did I mark out these levels? Let me move this real quick. So this is the initial high. We deviated, went down. From here, this high that capped the market, we came towards here, deviated, came towards where did we find resistance here? So this is range high, this is range lows. What happened afterwards? We nuked here. This is the consolidation zone, so the accumulation area, and we started moving higher. So I'm gonna add in my fibs real quick from this point to this point. Okay, from my POV right now, right? From just looking at this just from a PA perspective, I'd say until we lose 47, so the mid-range, I think we only go higher from here. I don't know, I mean, it's kind of iffy to say, but if we do send from here, 56k is my next area of interest. And after that, we only have this noise over here. Just inefficiency waiting to get filled. So, I have two charts at the moment. I have this, almost the same chart as on the 15 minutes. So, I just want you to zoom in on the PA real quick, right? There's a range building. Zoom in for you to see the perspective real quick. Zoom in on the weekly. So almost the same thing, right? Was this area here, this area here, this area was a 75, so almost trading over there 56k. So just looking at the 15 minutes, to be honest, it's giving me bullish PA. Why am I saying that? We're getting this type of shit, right? So we're getting the initial thrust up, consolidation, we do the higher low, consolidation, move higher. Same shit again, right? We're getting the thrust higher. This is the consolidation. This might be the bear trap real quick. We reclaimed now. If we are to remain bullish, I would expect these lows to be swept and held and kept. Range of lows have been regained on the 15 minutes. Next area of interest is over here. So until we lose, I would say I'm still bullish until we lose this area, right? So if we start losing this area, then afterwards market structure is fucked. This signifies we are going to nuke. Probably towards here, and afterwards towards this area. The fuck, this shit becoming gigantic, bro. Shit's becoming Lizzo real quick. Alright, so that's probably my perspective for now. Just looking at the daily anyways. We had this consolidation over here. You probably do something like this. We're trading in this area, right? Let me pull up a naked chart real quick. So, we're trading in between these two candles right now. What do you say, right? Just from a PA perspective, I don't even use volume, probably see. Just from a PA perspective, if we're trading in between these two areas, we can probably expect something like this, right? A deviation here, and afterwards another deviation over here. So if we do reclaim here, you can see from the previous chart, I'm already long. If we do reclaim here and we get bullish PA, I would expect something like this. And afterwards, I'll take some profit along the way. And if we do get above here and we do not deviate, so we do not see something like this, take out the highs and afterwards do something like this for a short trigger, I'm probably going to be looking at something like this. So if we do not get a deviation, do something like this, go higher, deviate back in. As soon as we reclaim and go above this area, you long, stop loss over there, and we move on to the 56k area. So let's move on to BTC dominance real quick. Okay, I probably wouldn't fade because the perspective I'm in at the moment is like, look, we had hella weeks of just pure consolidation, right? On dominance. Bruv, 2 years. Why would you fade the initial thrust up on alts, on Bitcoin in general, especially since BTC domination up means alts don't have the same leeway. They will grow, but BTC will lead. So I hate that we're trying to fade this at the moment, especially since, look, we're really trying to fade this many 2 fucking years of just ranging up and down for you to finally come and get acceptance right here, confirmation. Now to me, bruv, this is resting at resistance after even coming towards here, retesting, reclaimed. Now to me, if we do get above here, I'm taking 57. I really think we're gonna top out probably in between these two areas. 2 years of consolidation, breaking out finally. I wouldn't fade the initial first thrust. This is my 2 cents for now, especially looking like this. I mean, let's look at ETH BTC, right? So, look at the monthly on here. Zoom out quite a bit. Chart's kind of fucked. Alright. Same thing towards here. Got these lows here. Got these highs. Now we're in a range. Add these fibs. Alright. See how PA works? Just like that, we draw out the range. Boom. We deviated, came to the range area. Now we are still holding. If you look at ETH BTC and BTC that we just like dominance, right? Probably see we had this area of range, this area of range. Now this is actually breaking down and BTC dominance is breaking up. So alt season happens when I said where we started topping out on BTC dominance and we started actually regaining towards here. You regain above here, there's a good probability range low to range high trades, so towards here. How will that reflect on alts? Probably see towards here as well, right? Already resistance. This happens, like the influx of all the liquidity happens if we do reclaim almost the same with ETH BTC and this, and BTC dominance, everything comes hand in hand. If we do reclaim this area, then afterwards we come towards here. This is 400 billion, 600 billion of just extra liquidity getting injected to the alts. I mean, that's where the cash is made, right? I'm gonna hydrate real quick. Hydrate, niggas. So for now, I would say just trade alts with caution for now until Bitcoin actually reaches towards here. Let's move on to ETH USDT. Almost same thing, right? Move on to the quarterly. This area here. This area here. From now we have this area. Got these lows here. Okay. Now it should be to weekly, yes. Move on towards this high as well. Okay. Had this consolidation area, accumulation area towards here. Hella months, hella years. I think it's almost 2 years. Yup. A year and a half. A consolidation area, finally pushing up. To me, this shit's looking fucking beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. We had this low here. We nuked beyond it, towards here, nuked it. And afterwards, we retested this area, accumulated. Now, this is the first area that we're actually starting to get acceptance, right? This is where the trend actually changes. Like, of course, trend changes towards here. We got this low here, and afterwards, boom. This is the higher high. And afterwards, higher low, and afterwards, start pushing up, right? But for now, look. As soon as we regained above here, all bets are on. We're risk on. This is just the accumulation phase, right? Of course, you made range to range trades, but now that we're actually towards here, look, acceptance, acceptance, acceptance. Now, even this high here has been flipped and retested as support. That's already telling me, bro, the next target I'm looking at is towards here, 3,500. Just from the get-go, especially since if ETH BTC and BTC tops, I think it's going to be one of those situations where BTC is going to nuke, liquidity is going to be sucked out of it. So let's say we top around 56k, something like that. And afterwards everything is just going to full send. So BTC is going to nuke. If BTC is going to send, BTC dominance is going to nuke, and also going to fucking Valhalla, my guys. We're gonna be eating good. We're gonna be eating steaks, lobsters every fucking day. So for now, especially something like this is too good. This is too good. Look, fucking Lizzo ass press again, bruv. What am I pressing? Alright. So for now, until we lose this high here, is risk on. Even let's say if we do push lower, which I highly doubt, I would look at this area here for a long setup. So let's say if we do get another dip, we sweep those lows again, something like this, I'm getting in. Getting 50% here, stop loss probably below here. And afterwards, if you do get acceptance above here, the other 50% trail stops, fucking send it. Let's look at Sol. I'm only gonna cover, I think, BTC, Sol, and that's pretty much it. So, previously, right? If you've been watching the YouTube videos for a while and followed me on Twitter for a while, especially like over a year for now, I told you guys we're buying Sol, we're going balls deep, we're selling the house, we're betting the wife, we're betting the dogs, we're betting the cats. Bruv, we're putting everything in 1420. I mean, bruv, shit's been fruitful, right? But let me drop another chart real quick. Okay, same thing. Move on to the quarterly. Already see this low here. Accept it. His low has been broken, and afterwards we nuked. Now we're back above it. Move on to the weekly. Look where we found resistance. Found resistance here, especially at this low right here. So this was the first area. So that's already meaning to me if we do nuke. I'm not saying we will, but if we do fully nuke, there's this halving nuke that always happens. Maybe this time is diffy, but I mean, you gotta keep your eyes peeled for everything, right? So if we do nuke, I'm going to be bidding this area here. I might just set stink bids just here. You never know. I'm not praying for anyone's downfall. Maybe COVID-25 happens, bro. I don't know. I don't care. But I'm gonna send stink bids, especially here, because look, if you think about it, just from a PA perspective, this is the entire accumulation area, right? This is the first swing low that we've actually regained, like the biggest one, right? And afterwards, this opens the floodgates for us to come and test towards here. But if my plan doesn't work out, right? If ETH, BTC, and everything starts fucking nuking, and BTC nukes as well, because there's gonna be a beta play next to BTC until things change, right? So if we do something like this, get above here, trade back below, this is your short trigger, stop loss, and afterwards target, and afterwards towards here, you accumulate the fuck out of it. But for now, that's just the macro plan for now. Let's see what we can do on the daily. So already see you've got untapped highs here. You've had these lows that's been tapped here. So as long as we do not fully send out and sweep this low, I'm expecting higher prices. Just from the daily at the point. That's this point. Move on to the hourly. So why did I highlight this, right? This was the first initial high. Then we deviated, price went lower, deviated, price went lower, deviated, price went lower, tapped, price went lower, almost the same. I would even count this as one, price went lower. And where did we find towards here? Here, here, and here. Same thing, price went lower. So this is pivotal area. This is a pivotal area. Until we flip it, it's resistance. Now that we flipped it, support. So that means to me, I already have a market structure break idea if something does happen, right? So if we do trade below here, then yes, all bets are off. We're probably going to retest this area, and inshallah, we're going to test our long-term bids over there. But for now, until we lose this area, I mean looking at this area as first target and second target. So if we do deviate something like this and go higher, my long setup stops, take profit 1, take profit 2, simple as it is. And afterwards we can start daydreaming, having wet dreams, okay? Yo, SF, we're gonna send towards zero, aren't we? Yeah, probably we are. Yeah. Okay, let's review some shitters. Some absolute shitters. So, I talked about this shit last time, right? BlackRock trading currency. This chart looks like ass, bro. I'm ready to be a community member. I'm ready to start the raids. I'm ready to play in Gartic and Discord, bro. You know how it is, you know the vibes. But let's get serious from just a pure PA perspective. They're still delivering. I'm not gonna lie, devs be devin. They're still delivering. They came with volatility farming. They just went live today. Pool is very small, but everything takes time. And they also came with a new ERC 404 token called Chads. Pretty base sticker, kind of gay if you ask me, but yeah, it happens. It pushes, so they're still delivering. They're still delivering mechanisms to burn the currency, so to burn more tokens into circulation, and they are doing buybacks as well. So you stake, like let's say you get 1.5 APR, you're not just inflating the circulation. They're buying back, and instead of burning, they are putting 50%, if not more. Don't quote me on that, but they are giving back to the staker. So they're buying from the treasury and they are fulfilling back instead of printing out of thin air. So the circulating supply only decreases versus new mints. So it's not bad, right? I mean, it's good enough for me with my risk appetite that I can say, okay, I've dropped like 5k towards here. I'm not gonna lie, I've been posting this for a while. I dropped like 2k here, I dropped 2k here, and I've started been slowly accumulating towards here. So all in all, I'm like 5k deep. I might add another k, but I need to see bullish PA. I need to see bullish PA. Especially, I already told myself, this is the last area, because if we nuke below here, this shit's going to zero. I don't care what you think. Bruv, in the end, we're all here to make cash, so don't be sentimental, bruv. Don't be sentimental about it. So, I'm 5k deep. If we do start pushing towards here, let's say we do start, let's say something like this, I'll accept this. But more than this, if we start breaking below here, I'm sorry. It's going to zero. It's going to fucking zero, okay? Let's move on to Mubi. Multi-bit. Absolute shitter of a coin. Actually, no, I'm not gonna lie. This is actually very good. The first native bridge from BRC20 ordinals to other EVMs. So not bad, right? Like I said, my entry could have been a lot better. I'm still underwater quite a bit, but it did fulfill towards here, so this area towards here did fulfill some more. But the thing is, we started reclaiming towards here, so it's already telling me if we are bullish, this should start holding as support. So if this starts reclaiming and we trade above here, let's say I'm already 1R deep, right? It's a spot trade. So if I'm already risking 1R just by getting clapped towards here, let's say if we do trade below here, I can move my stops towards this low here. Fuck me, man. To this low here, and let's say that freeze up 0.33. So if I get stopped toward there, I'm only losing 67. So 0.67 R. So if my risk appetite is 1% or 2%, I can add more. And the chart will look a lot more bullish as well because I'm waiting for confirmation, not just blindly ape. I'm not Harambe getting shot on these streets, you feel me? I'm actually making decisions instead of just aping. I'm letting the chart come to me. So, I mean, probably this is it for me. If we do trade below here, then yeah, probably this is going to towards here. But I do think once ordinal starts heating up again, I mean, bruv, you gotta start thinking about it, right? Like crypto is like 1 trillion at the moment. I have to know the total market cap of BTC. You could probably look at that shit real quick. Let me see. Bruv, I don't even know the ticker. Fuck it, bruv. Doesn't matter. Market cap dominance. Market cap BTC, yes. So it's 1 trillion. And there's another interesting chart as well. See, Bitcoin's almost stopping, bro. Almost stopping towards here. But yeah. But this shit's a trillion right now, right? I think ordinals is like maybe 5-10 billion worth at the moment. Bro, do the math. That's like 1-2-3%, my guy. Bro, just imagine if this shit starts getting 10%, 15% once we're in full bull market, which I think it's gonna be like 3-4 trillion. And afterwards, bro, This is gonna be sending to $1. I really think from here, like 1 USD is not out of the question at all, at all. That's enough for my shitters. Let's move on to Emerald. So I bought most of it during launch. So I bought some at 600, and afterwards I ate 850. But yeah, this is a chart that I have for it at the moment. So what is ERC 404? What the fuck is this, SJ? Sounds like social justice warrior, right? But yeah, so think of it like this. It's a new token standard which fractionalizes NFTs, so it adds liquidity. Imagine you bought like let's say you bought an NFT, right? No one's buying that shit for like 2 fucking years and just sitting on that shit like fuck me. So this tokenizes the NFT. So if you hold one singular Emerald, Pandora, or other tokens on the ERC 404, you generate that one NFT. You can sell it on OpenSea. If you sell it on OpenSea, you lose your tokens as well. You can sell, let's say, you have one, in this case, Emerald, which is valued 959. You sell, let's say, $1, $10. You lose that NFT because you do not hold a singular amount. So you do not hold a singular number. So I'm in the shit. If you want to know the lore behind this, Pandora devs basically stole my guy here, Ceric Thunderson. That's his Twitter. They basically stole the entire concept of 404s and they launched Pandora. And now they're doing the best. My man's got exploited twice, so there is some security risk to it. But I mean, look, this shit's it's worth for me to take a gamble, right? Who gives a fuck if it goes to zero? It goes to zero, bruv. It goes to zero. Goes to zero. Just needs to know how much you're willing to lose, my guy. You can't be coming, to the Wild West and not expect to lose some fucking shekels, my guy. But yeah, this is shitters I'm looking at the moment. Just particularly this. Of course, I think I'm gonna make another video probably just how to do sniping. Let's say if you guys want me to live trade as well, I don't mind. I don't mind streaming. Just drop the shit in the comments. And yeah, this has been it. Hopefully, this has been educational. You learned something today. Protect your cash, protect your heart, and protect your balls. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.